Basement water?
Yeah, because I don't have a pump down there.
Then you can have the crickets.
Yeah,
the spider crickets that
get
chase
them
you down.
sprickets and everything.
Oh, they're crazy. I hate those things.
Hey, man, guys, it's great. It's good to be a Philly fan today, right? The Philadelphia Phillies last on Tuesday clinch playoff spot for the second consecutive year, and the first time they had an opportunity to celebrate home since September, I think, 18th, 2011. That was cool, right? So that was great seeing the champagne going. Have you ever been doused by champagne? I know you haven't never had an alcoholic drink, Dave.
No, I haven't.
But have you ever been doused with champagne after a victory?
Accidentally. I got doused, at University of Delaware. I scored a touchdown back in like 99, I think.
Right.
I get to the sideline, and that's a crazy
you get the Gatorade?
fan base.
You get the Gatorade?
No, someone spilled a beer on me. Because if you look where the stadium is, it's right above you, and you're standing like right underneath them. And this Eddie Conti had just scored a touchdown. We were going back and forth with touchdowns. And this guy was like, Eddie's better than you. Throws this beer on my head. So I get up and I start throwing Gatorades into the bleachers at this guy. And the security had to come break it up in the middle of a game, at Delaware.
And then, of course, the Eagles, man, 3-0, one of only 3 teams left in the NFL that are undefeated. We're going to get into a lot of Eagles talk today. We got a big show. We're going to start the show off, Andrew, with Tommy Greene. We're going to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for Designated Drivers. We'll talk Phillies baseball with him. And then hour 2, we'll talk to the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sharapan, live from Las Vegas. And Klemic, I got my glasses. So we can all put our sunglasses on.
I brought extra pairs in case there was other people.
His future's so bright, he's got to wear shades.
Yeah, I love that.
All right, Dave Klemic. During the week, I want to start off with a little football. Then we'll get into baseball. But the first order of business with me today is to discuss with you the brotherly shove. Everybody's making a big deal of this whole thing. It's basically a quarterback sneak. It's nothing more, nothing less. Now, the only thing that I might have a problem with is are you allowed to push from behind?
Now you can.
You
are allowed now.
Apparently,
you never used to be able to do that.
No, and apparently on the defensive side of the ball, you're not allowed to do that as a defensive player. Like, you're not allowed to be a linebacker and push your D-line.
Right.
So that's why I know Richard Sherman, former cornerback for the Seahawks, that's what he said his problem with the play is.
Right.
Is that why is the offense allowed to do it if the defense
And of course,
can't?
Sims starts slipping off. He must be jealous of Philadelphia.
Well,
what's his problem?
Yeah, he trashes on Jalen Hurts every single chance he gets.
Dave, I know Jalen hasn't really played up to his potential yet. We're 3 games in, and the team, the number one rushing team in the NFL. Do you know that? They're number 1 defending team against the run. It's unbelievable. I mean, they only gave up 41 yards against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on last Monday night. This team is
prime. That's a championship team.
Defensive juggernaut, man. Yeah. Stalwarts right there on that defense.
And they're Jalen Hurts he's improved every game like you're supposed to in the preseason. That's and they don't have a preseason anymore.
No, they don't.
So you're watching him improve. And so besides Tua, I think every quarterback that's been one of the top tier guys, even Patrick Mahomes, struggled in the first couple games. They're back. He's back. He's almost there. He almost had 300 yards passing. He looked great out there. A couple interceptions, I think.
Yeah, and I think you're right on with Jalen because, I know he had the 2 interceptions against Tampa Bay, but, the one, it was clearly just a miscommunication with him and DeAndre Swift. That wasn't really anything that could be controlled. And then the other one, it was just the defensive back making a great play on the ball. So I think Jalen Hurts, like you said, is getting better every game. I know he had the 2 interceptions, but neither of them were that egregious.
So we'll get into it. We'll break it all down. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to opine on the Phillies and the Eagles today. Of course, I write my article every Friday for 97.3ESPN.com. Check it out there. Talked about the Phillies and the Eagles, and basically I preview what we're going to be doing with the show this weekend. Of course, tomorrow we broadcast live at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana, and tomorrow it's a 1:00 game, so we're all going to hang out and watch the game at the Tropicana. The screens are huge, and the clarity of the picture is unbelievable. It's like you're right. It's like you're part of the action.
Yeah, it's like being in a stadium. It's the TVs are like 50 feet.
They're
they're
huge.
50 feet, and it's like a one gigantic.
Plus the
screen.
enthusiasm.
Yeah.
You know, people when they win or they hit on something, they're screaming, high fiving around. It's pretty.
I like
cool.
when they actually can approach us.
Yeah,
I like that. It was really fun.
So we get to participate with the peeps, and I love it. Every Sunday throughout the football season, we'll be broadcasted live at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana in Atlantic City. Looking forward to that tomorrow. But let's get into the Philadelphia Phillies real quick because I am here to tell you I love Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
I love Dave, he delivers. He talks the talk, he walks the walk. He's a leader, but you know what endears me to him is the fact that he loves playing for this crowd, our fan base. He loves it. I think he loves being in Philadelphia more than we love having him.
I just saw a very touching moment he had with one of the fans. Like,
Wasn't that great?
Yeah, did you see that?
That the when he was like the little kid?
Yeah.
But I was going to talk about, he gets ejected from the game the other night.
Yeah.
And he throws his helmet into the stands, and a little kid catches it. Could you imagine? And then he signs it. It's a Philly thing, and he signs it. I mean, could you imagine being that little kid?
I mean,
you're gonna love him forever.
Yeah. So one of the things about, like I say, this happens with fighters sometimes. Like if they're from another country and everything, they don't assimilate, and they could make so much money. Like an Anderson Silva never learned how to speak really English well. If he did, he would assimilate and make a ton of money. Well, Bryce Harper turned himself into a Philly guy.
Gosh,
he just wherever he's from, he turned himself into a Philly guy.
He says the right things. He hustles. He's just so in love with Philadelphia. It's a love affair with Bryce Harper. Am I over exaggerating?
No, you're 100% correct.
I am. Like he just hits all the right spots. He does it with class and enthusiasm. I don't know, man. I think he's going to go down as one of the best all-time Philadelphia athletes, not just baseball players, of all time after it's all said and done.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely is going to have a case. I mean, he's already won an MVP. And like you said, he clearly has so much love for the city. I mean, we saw him last Monday, I think
I'm fired up just talking about him. Because the enthusiasm that he like, I can't turn the Phillies game up. I got to be honest with you. Prior to this year, if the Phillies got down, I'm clicking, especially if there's other games on. Not now. I'm hanging in, man. This team comes behind. They got 44 come from behind wins, I think, this year.
I believe that's the case. I think it's been like 19 or 20 alone since the All-Star break. I mean, this team just doesn't die. I mean, and that's crazy to think about how many times that they've come from behind and then still fallen short because the bullpen gives up a home run after a clutch Bryce Harper home run. Like, if you think about that, happened like 5 times.
The thing is, Dave, he has hit home runs in the most critical, most like the best time possible. And it just like very rarely do you get an athlete that delivers like that.
Being clutch is sometimes more important than your stat. Like your clutch is way more important than your stat, because anybody can put up stats when it doesn't matter or whatever. There's no pressure, but that's a different. You know what? I wanted to ask you before we even move on. Who is the most beloved Philadelphia athlete of all time then? Because that's
a tough
one. Most beloved of all time. I would have to say, now I'm a little older. Andrew's going to have a different perspective than I do because he's a lot younger. I think Larry Boa, Bobby Clark in the 80s, those guys, Julius Irving.
Yeah, I was going to say that, or Ron Jaworski.
I think nowadays you'd probably see Brian Dawkins' name.
I would say Brian Dawkins. I would say Chase Utley or Jimmy Rollins.
Those are 2 good ones as well.
Those would be guys that would be up on that list.
Mike Schmidt, maybe. That's an older guy. You wouldn't say he was beloved?
He was both. He was loved and hated. I mean, there were a lot of people that were critical of Mike Schmidt because they didn't think he was so good, Dave. It looked like he wasn't trying. And people, now, but we're dealing with a different fan base now. I mean, we're giving guys like Trey Turner, who played absolutely awful up until August 4th, a standing ovation. We're the new, kinder, gentler.
Yeah, you don't have to be the best ever to be the most beloved. You just have to, who's the most beloved. Like if you were to go to San Francisco, your most beloved is Joe Montana. No matter what, Joe Montana, right? You just know what to say. Philadelphia, I think it would be who's the most beloved. I don't know, Allen Iverson.
How about Reggie
Iverson's
White?
a good
Reggie
one.
White in there?
We didn't mention
Reggie
Jason Kelsey.
White.
which is-
Jason
Kelsey.
Yeah, so you
might
put him
be-
up, and I think you're right. He
I
could
would
be
have to say
in the most beloved.
that's a good one, Andrew.
Yeah,
Jason Kelsey's definitely gotten that status now. I mean,
for sure.
he's a center. He can only do so much. You know, a lot of people miss. He's so valuable to the team, but a lot of people to the naked eye can't see all the great things that he does. Right? Bryce Harper's out on an island. He's up the bat, and he's the one hitting home runs, and everybody sees it.
I agree. But I do think it's kind of like what Dave's point was saying, where like most beloved doesn't always mean the best or like the most flashy. Because if that's the case,
Dave, don't you think that goes hand in hand? Like you have to deliver, and that's why the fans love you. It's like a
but you could deliver and be kind of a dink. You know what I mean? You could kind of like be. You could be unlovable.
Mike Schmidt was like that because. I mean, he had to wear like a wig. He was critical of the Phillies, or I forget exactly what the circumstances were, but he came back off a road trip and he had to wear a wig to like the disguise because he didn't want to be Mike Schmidt. And that was a little levity and took the pressure off, but you know what I mean? He was misunderstood.
And if you're Jason Kelsey, you're wearing the Mummers Parade stuff. You know what I mean? Like that guy knows.
Talk about folklore. We're going to be giving away today 2 $25 gift certificates to Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle, the best seafood around. We're going to be giving away to a tech. We're going to give out the text board number. I'm going to ask a trivia question, and make sure you leave your name and your phone number. Of course, if they text it in, we'll have the phone number. But we're going to have to get the gift certificates to them, courtesy of Captain Chucky's, John McCann. And the first question is, in Philadelphia Eagles folklore, what about a game that was played on November 12th, 1990? November 12th, 1990.
What infamous game in Eagles folklore happened on November 12th, 1990?
It's a hard one, but Andrew got it right. He got it right.
Yeah, well, didn't I tell him?
I guessed
did you get
it.
it?
It was a guess. I'll be honest. It was
609-403-0973. 609-403-0973 is the text board. What Eagles game and Eagles folklore happened on November 12th, 1990? 609-403-0973. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shore to center city, and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. And I'm going to tell you about Captain Chucky's is now in Sea Isle. Try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers. How about the soup a nice soup on a little dreary day today? It's perfect for the appetite. Marciano stuffed breads, pierogies from the pierogi kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Or visit CaptainChuckySeaIsle.com. Stop in and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann. They're down there at 4111 Lannis Avenue to see all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is now available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN.
Hi, Notre Dame fans. This is Super Bowl champion Ryan Harris. Join me, Paul Burmeister, and Tony Simeone this Saturday as Notre Dame hits the road to open their ACC schedule in Durham, North Carolina against the Duke Blue Devils, right here on your home for Notre Dame football.
Listen this Saturday to Notre Dame football on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's football station. Coverage begins at 7:30.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa.
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Balls Out Block Party featuring the Cheesesteak Egg Roll Bowl is on Saturday, September 30th at Resorts Casino Hotel. Witness the world's #1 professional eater, Joey Chestnut, as he competes for glory in Resort's first ever pro eating contest. The boardwalk will be active all day with a live band, beer stein hoisting contest, football toss challenge, and fun and games with 97.3 ESPN and more. The event is free, so head to the boardwalk and beach from 11:30 to 5:30 on Saturday, September 30th. Resorts Casino Hotel. One of a kind.
You're listening to ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Twine, former Kansas City Chief wide receiver and Mainland High School alumni. Dave Klemic with me today, and also producer Andrew Leeds. He took a step up from intern. Now he's a producer. So he got to upgrade on his classification there, Dave.
Hey, he's doing great. He fixed my computer.
Are we up on the StreamYard here? We're streaming live. If you want to check out my website, thelockerroombillyschweim.com. Of course, you go down there. You can scroll down and go to my YouTube channel and check us out. I've got my ESPN Locker Room T-shirt on today. My Kelly Green. I can't wait to see the Kelly Greens this year.
What game is that?
October 22nd against Miami, and then it's against the Bills. I forget the date, but it's in November. So both within a month of each other against the Dolphins and the Bills. Yeah. Both are primetime games.
Are they going to use the gray face mask like they used to?
I know they're going to have gray pants, right? Because I saw it on the website.
Pants are silver.
Remember the gray face mask? Yeah. Nobody has a gray face mask anymore.
You're going back to Chuck Bednarik. Nah. Yeah. 609-403-0973. I think my trivia question was too easy. I thought it was going to be like, because people, we don't know. You know what we should do? If from now on out, if we do trivia, we should have people call in and we have to ask the question right there and then and there because everybody can Google it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because just to remind everybody, the trivia question was, what infamous game in Eagles football folklore happened on November 12th, 1990? And within about 30 seconds. We
Like
got
20,
1,
15,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 responses. But the first one came from Joe Watts, who correctly guessed the body bag.
Bag game. We knocked out I was at that game. It was at the Veterans Stadium. I'll never forget. It was a Monday night game, and we beat the reason why I got that, of course, we're giving away 2 $25 gift certificates to Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle, and I guess so. Since everybody got it right, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we'll pick one out at the end. We'll put the names in a hat, and we'll pick one out.
Yeah, because they were all exactly at 10.
You know what I think in the second hour we're going to come up with another one, but we're going to have people call in if they really want that Captain Chucky's $25 gift certificate to Captain Chucky's in Seattle. They have great soup down there, man.
Soup, I love soup.
Oh,
I'm a clam chowder.
Yeah, you got all that good stuff.
I have the record at the Summers Point Diner for eating 7 bowls of Manhattan clam chowder in one sitting. And the owner, Nick, who passed away, rest in peace, Exodoclus, he said, that is a record. I've never seen you're 7 bowls of that.
You're going to compete with Joey Chestnut for the hot dog eating contest. 609-403-0973. We'll let people still try to get in, but it is the body bag game. We already have. So we'll put your names in a hat, and we'll pick out a winner for the first hour for a $25 gift certificate to Captain Chucky's. And of course, don't forget, tomorrow we'll be broadcasting live from the Tropicana. The Caesar Sportsbook will be down there, and it's a 1:00 game, so we're all going to be hanging out tomorrow watching the game down there, and it's a lot of fun. So come on out and join us at the Caesar Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. Now, we talked about athletes in Philadelphia. I think Bryce Harper is going to secure that all-time great status. I mean, he loves. But like, who else on? Jason Kelce, we think, has reached that now.
Kelce, but right now, if you thought about Ron Jaworski, has to be like he's the mayor of when they did the draft.
But you know what? People loved Ron. I mean, he got him to the Super Bowl, but I think Ron's mystique. I think his brand got bigger after he got out of the game. Don't you think?
Yeah, I thought we were counting. Well, I guess you're saying like as a current athlete who is the
it depends on the parameters.
So I don't think Joel Embiid only because he's the obvious pick, but I don't think fans are in love with Joel Embiid like they were with Allen Iverson.
Oh yeah, Dave.
There you go. Did you say Allen Iverson?
Yeah, he's not as beloved though because
but Allen Iverson for what he was like 6'1".
He's one of the most influential.
Pound for pound and size for size. He's probably the toughest, strongest athlete. I mean, the guy showed up every day and he was a winner.
Yeah, he was like he embodied the Philly.
Yeah,
tough,
same with Bryce Harper, man.
My dad actually sent me a text directly to my phone, and he said Reggie White. Reggie White's one that we didn't mention.
Yeah, but Reggie White.
I guess he left for Green Bay, though. That could be the argument is that he has a split legacy.
Yeah.
But I do think Reggie White is up there.
I mean, I think people loved Reggie White, but not like they love Bryce Harper, Jason Kelce, Allen Iverson. You know what I mean? Those guys, their status is elevated.
Yeah,
Julius Irving. Oh, you said
Julius Irving. He was definitely one.
Jerome Brown's another one, but for more sentimental reasons.
Yeah. It's a shame that his career obviously died in tragic car. I'll never forget. I was down in Florida with Tockett and my good buddy Tony Tomasio, and we were down in Florida, and we got the news while we were out late that night. One of those nights, and we got up. And there was in the pool inside the screen down there. You know how it is in Florida, and we were hanging out, and then all of a sudden the news came across the ticker. And I'll never forget that. That was like equivalent to Pelly.
Yeah, that's the saddest story I can think of in Philadelphia for sure. But I'm going with Ron Jaworski.
You're going to go with Jaws.
I'm going with Jaws.
All right. How about Jaws is a good one. How about this story? Last year, Hassan Reddick comes home and has an outstanding season. He went to Haddon Heights. He's from Camden, but he went to Haddon Heights, played his football at Haddon Heights. And he was often injured in high school. Apparently, he didn't even play his senior year. But this year we got Swift, DeAndre Swift. He went to St. Joe's Prep. We saw them at the Battle of the Beach, Dave.
Yeah, he came out.
Now he's playing for the Eagles, his hometown team, the team he grew up, and he's producing.
Yeah, he's lighting it up over there.
St. Joe's Prep has produced some unbelievable football players, including Rich Gannon.
He's an Ocean City guy.
What's the receiver from
Marvin Harrison?
Marvin Jr.
Right now, Zacchaeus, who caught that touchdown on that pass from Jalen Hurts on Monday night.
St. Joe's Prep. DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, how do you say that? How do you say his name?
I think it's Zacchaeus is the last name. I want to say I'm not.
Kyle McCord, the quarterback right now at Ohio State.
Yeah.
St. Joe's
Prep.
Throwing the ball to Marvin Harrison Jr. St. Joe's Prep.
This whole area. I went to Collingswood High School football game last night. Sat in the rain. They played Deptford and they were down 28-7 when I left. So, but it was.
I know Collingswood has the baseball stadium.
I'm totally upset and devastated that they tore down our stadium. We had the biggest stadium in South Jersey.
I remember that.
It was cement. It was built part of the works projects for Roosevelt leading into coming out of the Depression. They built they put people to work, and that was one of the things they did.
I thought it was like a semi-pro or minor league.
No, they built the stadium in 1933,
nice.
I believe. My dad played for Skeets Irvine, and that stadium was there when he played.
Oh, so, we talk about that a lot.
A little back. But who else can we think of that's transcends the sports scene in Philadelphia?
Coach Vermeil, but he was not an athlete.
You know what? I think you could say Dick Vermeil. Absolutely.
He still has his picture. If you go over the bridge both ways, you're still going to see him on Blue Cross
and Blue Shield.
He hasn't coached in Philly since 1980 or something like that. He's still. What was really neat was at his induction that Andy Reid left training camp to come out
to go out and see
just
him.
To see him for like
that
1
just
hour
shows you the
and
level
then
of
flew
respect
right back.
that they have for the man.
Yep, and that's pretty cool.
He's like a father figure to you.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm going to go see Dante Hall be inducted in the Hall of Fame in Kansas City.
That's on the 22nd,
October 22nd. So
you're gonna have to give us a call from out there.
Yeah, I will. And I think the only person I could think of that had a better relationship with him was Dante. That was his. That was like his, I'm jealous.
So you beat him, right?
Yeah.
By the way, man, I looked at that video. You stuck your chest out. That's how you won, right?
Yeah, you get. Well, so I ran track. I knew when he would stick his head, that doesn't matter. Your chest has to cross first, and that's what is.
Because you guys were neck and neck.
Yeah, I would never seen anybody. So I'm pretty much the best starter I've ever known, and he beat me at the start. So I was like, I had to reel him in. I've never seen somebody in any track meet be ahead of me at the start of the race, and he was. I was wow.
All right, on the other side, we're going to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. I can't wait to pick his brain. I am so excited about this Phillies team, and I'm so into them because they just don't quit. And you can see during their celebration on Tuesday night, the camaraderie, the chemistry that's in with this team, and I think that bodes well for a long playoff run. We'll see how it goes. We'll talk with Tommy Greene on the other side. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. I'm here to tell you about Stanton Insurance Group. SIG Protection. Are the what ifs keeping you up at night? Life is full of surprises, but with Stanton Insurance Group, you'll never be caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, or business, Stanton will help you select the right insurance coverage at the price that can give you your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com to get a free quote. That's sigprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Dave Klemic right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's college football on the Gridiron Radio Network, and we're off to the Bluegrass as the Florida Gators come to Kentucky to take on the Wildcats. The Cats are looking to continue their two-game streak over Florida. The Gators will try to break that trend thanks to Trevor Etienne in the backfield. It's an SEC battle in a sea of blue. Florida at Kentucky this Saturday on the Gridiron Radio Network.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at noon.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
And paid for by Linear Marketing Group. Are you drowning in debt? Are you struggling to make minimum payments? Did you know that on average, a household with at least one credit card struggles with over $17,000 in credit card debt? If this sounds like you, know that it's not your fault. Credit card debt happens to good people. Credit card companies lure you in with low introductory rates and low minimum payments. Before you know it, you're in over your head. We've helped thousands of good people just like you become debt-free with our Debt Reset program that will dramatically reduce your debt down to a fraction of what you owe. Our Debt Reset program is customized to get you debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months with one low monthly payment. If you owe over $10,000 in credit card debt or even personal loans, call 800-587-7251 now. There are no upfront fees or out-of-pocket expenses. You don't pay a dime until we succeed. Call now to see how the Debt Reset program can work for you. 800-587-7251. That's 800-587-7251. Again, 800-587-7251.
Meanwhile, at the New Jersey Lottery Scratch-Offs Division.
Team, let's load up the truck to deliver these new loaded scratch-offs.
All right.
Loaded with $2,000 and $5,000 top prizes. $10,000 top prizes are loaded.
$20,000 loaded and ready to roll.
Now that's a truckload of more top prizes and more chances to win.
Play the new loaded scratch-offs. Anything can happen in Jersey. Easy on the turns, Jerry.
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to Billy Schwein. Mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Andrew Leeds producing today. I want to remind people tomorrow we'll be down at the Caesar Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. Come on down. Watch the Birds game with us. We'll be there rooting the team on to see if they can go 4-0. But right now, man, it's Red October almost. We got what's today? What's today's date?
September 30th. So
right?
we are
So
just
30
tomorrow's the beginning
30
of Red
days has
October.
September, April, June, and November. The rest have 31. And tomorrow starts Red October. And I can't think of a better person to talk about it with than our first guest. Let's go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for Designated Drivers, reminding you not to drink and drive and to always have a designated driver. Sign up now for the 12th annual Hero Walk and Run on the Ocean City Boardwalk, Sunday, October 15th. Go to herocampaign.org to register today for the Hero Campaign's biggest fundraiser and help them prevent drunk and impaired driving. That's herocampaign.org. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room, Tommy Greene. Good morning, T. Greene.
Good morning, brother. How are you?
Tommy, man, I got to tell you, I watched that celebration on Tuesday night, and those guys look like they thoroughly enjoy themselves. They have great chemistry in that locker room. Is that going too far? Or did you get that same impression?
Well, no. I mean, I think I've seen it pretty much all year with the way the guys in the clubhouse has been that way. It's just it's all about getting in the right time, man. It all come down to a correlation. They had to. Atlanta run away with it for as being the big dog in the division. But, when you're fighting for, here at the end of the year to get into postseason, when you do that, you really see how it gels together, over the course of the year. I mean, it's not that it all come here at the end. I saw it throughout the year with the type of the crew they had, the closest that they had with each other.
Tommy, we're talking about Bryce Harper. He's like a super. I think I texted you the other day. The guy's like a superhero. He does all the right things. He loves playing for this crowd, the Philadelphia fan. He loves being in Philadelphia. He loves winning. He doesn't take a game off. The guy's a gamer, man.
Well, I mean, it's what you want your leader to be. I mean, he's that type of guy, and that's just his makeup ever since he come on the scene way back. You know, and he's played that way. It shows through his play on the field the type of person he is, and you know, when it's contagious. You know, when he gets going like that, it fires people up, and people want. I mean, they kind of follow suit a little bit in his demeanor, and you want people to play hard like that.
Yeah, I would imagine having a leader like that on a team, similar to Jason Kelce with the Eagles and you know, Jalen Hurts. Although I think I don't want to say Bryce Harper's flashy, but in a way, his personality comes through. Like, obviously, he delivers in the clutch. He walks the walk and talks the talk and walks the walk. But he's got something about him that just it endears me to him. Like, I love the guy. I think he's phenomenal. But guys see that on the team, they might be struggling, and they see a guy like Trey Turner or Bryce Harper, you know, playing, performing the way he is. That's got to, you know, rub off on everybody.
Well, it does. I mean, you lead by example, and he goes through his times when he doesn't play up to what he feels like he's capable of. You know, he's been pretty consistent the way he's been ever since with the year he's had as far as his average is concerned. And he's been, you know, it's not that he started off like a benchy with his power numbers or anything like that, but over the course of the season, it's kind of come. He's gotten stronger, you know, from this injury and stuff like that, and it's carried forward. He has his struggles too, and people, you know, in the clubhouse see that, you know, day in and day out. They see when he's struggling a little bit, you know, and that's the nature of the game. You're not going to be on top of the game all the time. And it's a hard thing to do. You're going to go your times where the game, you know, the baseball gods throw the lightning bolt down and say, hey, it's not that easy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and it makes you grind, and, you know, and you grind things out and to get out of a little bit of a bad habit. So, you know, it's a good thing that the younger guys that are in, even guys in the veteran guys see guys like him grinding like that, and it makes them a better ball player too. It just reminds them to be, hey, let's kick yourself in the butt a little bit. Let's go. And sometimes, you know, that's what you need.
We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene all season long during the baseball season. We go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for Designated Drivers. Tommy, let's talk a little pitching because that's your specialty.
Yeah,
I complain. A lot of people complained about Aaron Nola, his inconsistencies, the number of home runs he's surrendered. But you know, I'm looking at his line right now. 32 games started, 32 quality starts. He's pitched 193.2 innings. He shows up every fifth day, and as inconsistent as he was, he seems like his last couple outings have been pretty good. I feel pretty good about Wheeler and Nola 1 and 2 going into the playoffs. How about you? What say you?
It hadn't been his last couple. It's been his last 3 outings. Yeah. Have been real good. You know, I mean, he's throwing the ball. I mean, to me, I think even though he gave in St. Louis back in the middle of the month, he pitched for 4 2/3. He didn't give up 2 earned runs. You know, I think there were some things going on there, but he hasn't really given up anything in a little while now, and that's what you want here at the end of the season, is to be trending in that right direction. And so, I mean, to get the pitching staff going that way, you know, you look at the week in baseball, the last 7 games, but the last 7 days, you know, I think the hitters with Philadelphia has been, as far as the team wise, they're like hitting like $190 or $192 or something. I think they're way down there at the bottom, you know, as far as that's concerned. Not at the bottom. Let me see. I got to get my facts straight right there. It's got them hitting their average is 192. I'm looking at it right now, but they haven't played but 4 games. It's got it listed in some of the leagues played 5 and 6 games. So, you know, it's a little marked right there a little bit, but still we're not clicking on our cylinders. And you look at, you know, the way we've been winning. Why have we been winning? Because we've averaged like 4 runs a game, just a touch over, and we haven't allowed but 3 runs a game, just a touch over. So our pitching has been right there, you know, for keeping us right there in the ball game, just a shade ahead. and we've won a bunch of ball games here at the end, and that's what it's about. We played good defense, and and we're limiting the runs scored against us. So that's what that makes for a winning recipe. That's what I like to see going into the postseason, is that pitching starting to round into the shape a little bit, and as far as not just the starting pitching, but the relievers kind of coming around a little bit. With Alvarado, Sir Anthony. You look at their past 7 days or 4 games they pitched. The bullpens basically haven't given up any runs, and which brings you into the conversation about Orion Kirkering, coming into the fold a little bit, and what they might do with him. What their plans are with him. That's yet to be seen. What they're going to finally do with him. But stuff plays, man, and he's got it. It's not but a good thing going into the postseason when you add an arm like that. The possibility of what can happen down there. So everything's trending in the right direction. I think pitching wise, guys are showing up here at the end, kind of getting in the right direction. They're getting a day off with the weather a little bit. I don't know about the doubleheader today. What their plans, I haven't really seen what they're planning to do and that type of thing. But you don't want them taxed right here too much at the end. But we got a dog fight here at the end for the last wild card spot. So I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and that actually, good morning, Tommy. This is Andrew, and that brings me exactly to what I was going to ask, which is that last couple of wild card spots. We still have no idea how that's going to end up going. So I was going to ask how, as a former player, does that have any impact? The fact that they don't know who they're going to play, they might not know until Monday night, which is obviously just a day before their game 1 in the wild card round. Does that have any impact, or just as an athlete, are you just prepared to play whoever comes to you and it doesn't really matter who it is?
Well, you hit it on the head. Right, it is. That's left for the critics like us and the ex-analysts and the ex-ball players, to look at, to raise the questions and all the hoo-has and, well, what about I'd rather play this team. It doesn't matter. It's just, you when the bell rings at 60 foot 6 inches from me and my catcher, and if I execute as a pitcher, it doesn't matter. If I do what I'm capable of doing and execute, and it's going to make it tough on the hitters to do their job. So and it doesn't matter what team it is. Anybody with a bat in the hand can hurt you. And a team that's coming into the postseason hot, making that run, can beat the big dog.
We saw that last year.
Yeah.
Hey,
so I don't get ahead of myself doing that.
Hey, how about Miami? The Marlins, man, coming on here. They're holding the final spot as of right now, and the Cubs are right on their tail. But I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I thought the Marlins were going to sink like a rock. They're actually making a comeback.
Well, I mean, those are the type of teams. I mean, you look at the good arms they got, and it really does. I mean, they do have some good young arms. I mean, but they're missing, their ace, Alcantara. As far as I know, he's not back. So I mean. They've come. I mean, obviously the organization. I mean, they've been known for the arms. It's just been did they score enough runs to do things and piece it together? And now they're starting to do the little things to do that. They got some guys that can hurt you, and they can pitch. And they're showing that here at the end, and that's why they've got a chance of getting in. So it's about you don't count those guys out whatsoever. It's interesting. That's what the fans wanted. What Major League Baseball wanted was this type of.
I think it's fun.
So yeah, it brings. I mean, because we look back at people, we were talking about it the other day. I mean, my last, the team where I was on in '93, we got to the postseason. That was the last year you had to win. That was the last year before the wild card, because '94 was the strike.
Right.
We didn't have a postseason. '95 was the first year, so you didn't have the extra teams getting a chance. To get in, which brings into one thing. I think it brings, excitement, to Major League Baseball and other cities when their teams get a chance to get into the postseason, But also, I take pride in that it took a correlation of a year of work as a player to win, to get in.
Get that one spot.
You take pride in that. Yeah.
Tommy, last thing before we let you go. I don't know if you saw. Did you see the quotes by Strider about he doesn't like the fans? They're too loud. The players don't want him in the first level. Did you see that?
Oh, he's a wuss, man.
I can't believe
that's total. I can't believe that's a total crap. You know, he's a big league pitcher, man,
right.
and one of the best in the business right now. And I mean, he says something stupid like that.
I mean, you got to think that the fans
got to embrace.
Right.
You got to embrace the opposing team's fans. You got to use it. I mean, I was at a golf charity golf outing, and the guy was asking me about the fans, and I said, man, I used to pitch at the Shea Stadium, and the guys, they're just all over you all the time. They're just trying. It's part of the home field advantage.
Yeah.
It's like that, and you have to have the moxie and the makeup to not let stuff like that bother you, and use it a little bit. And have some fun with it.
Well, if we see the Braves and Strider pitches at the Citizens Bank Park, the Philly faithful are going to let him have it, man.
Oh man, they might have to switch out some people, and bring in some guys from the 400 level or whatever level.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll be good, man.
All right, Tommy Greene. Well, listen, man. Let's hope we have an extended run in the Red October. We'll have you on every Saturday throughout the playoffs. Keep it going. Tommy Greene, as always, we appreciate it. Let's go Phillies.
You got it, man.
There he is, Tommy Greene, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. On the Mound with Tommy Greene is brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers, reminding you not to drink and drive and to always have a designated driver. Sign up now for the 12th Annual Hero Walk and Run on the Ocean City Boardwalk, Sunday, October 15th. Go to herocampaign.org to register today for the Hero Campaign's biggest fundraiser to help them prevent drunk and impaired driving. That's herocampaign.org. There was Tommy Greene on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or try the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Hey, the Camden County Board of Commissioners want me to tell you about the Made in Jersey Festival on Saturday, today, the 30th. The celebration, all things Jersey, food, music, produce, beer, wine, spirits, and more. So come on down to the Wiggins Waterfront Park in Camden from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's today, Saturday, September 30th. Admission is free, so bring the whole family and enjoy live music from Jersey's own Living on a Bad Name and the B Street Band. The Made in Jersey Festival is presented by the Camden County Board of Commissioners and Visit South Jersey. For more information, visit madeinjerseyfest.com. That's madeinjerseyfest.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweib, Dave Klemic, Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 4, and the Eagles are back home hosting their NFC East rivals, the Washington Commanders.
He is in! Touchdown, Eagles!
Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at noon. Merrill and Mike call all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station. Brought to you by
Jenkins Plumbing and Heating at jenkinsandsons.com. Piccalilli Inn. Nobody beats the Piccalilli, Route 206 in Chemung. Frank Vincent Windows, Roofing, Siding, and Doors make your home look new again. BMW of Atlantic City. Shop our complete inventory online at bmwatlanticcity.com. And First Bank of Sea Isle.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN FM.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Next question. This place is known for its extraordinary financial services since 1902. Contestant 3?
Motion First Bank?
Oh, nice try. Sorry, everyone. The answer we were looking for is Ocean First Bank. Ocean First. But the good news is everyone goes home a winner with convenient access to deposit services, mortgage loans, business financing solutions, and digital banking options for business and personal accounts. Through local branches and online banking, your needs always come first at Ocean First Bank.
Now get 5.25% APY when you open a 6-month CD with at least $10,000 of new money to Ocean First. Learn more. Open yours with a local branch or at oceanfirst.com. Restrictions apply.
Equal housing lender, equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Are mice, stink bugs, or spotted lanternflies bugging you? Viking Pest can protect your home or business this fall with certified local technicians. Viking can solve any pest problem. Get a free quote at vikingpest.com. That's vikingpest.com.
Now, more of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Andrew Leeds. Now, we're getting a couple text messages. People ripping me because I did make a mistake. Nola has 15 quality starts. I read it wrong. Games played, games started, and I misread that. But still, 15 quality starts. Nola has 21. Walker
Wheeler has 21.
Wheeler has 21, yeah. And Walker and Suarez have 11 each. So, but the trivia question, because we're giving away 2 $25 gift certificates to Capt'n Chucky's in Sea Isle City. The reason why I asked that question in Philadelphia Eagles folklore, what happened on November 12th, right? 1990?
1990, yep.
Because we're playing the Washington Commanders. They used to be the Redskins. So I just figured something.
Yeah, to be fair, that's why I thought to guess the body bag. When I guessed it correctly, I was thinking we're playing Washington, so probably it's the
That's
body
why
bag
I did
game.
it, Dave.
So
we're playing Washington.
Right. So my mom's listening. She won't remember this. Why don't you explain what the body bag game was? Because that's pretty cool.
Right. So the body bag game is we knocked out 2 of their quarterbacks, and I think the third one was already hurt. Ripien, I think, was on that team. And but to make a long story short, all their quarterbacks were hurt. So Brian Mitchell had to come in. It was his rookie year, I believe, that year. And he had to come in. He had played quarterback in college, but he was a running back in the pros. And he had to, come in at the end towards the, second half of the game and play quarterback. And I'll never forget, I was there. And it was just like one Redskin getting hurt, one Washington Commander or whatever getting hurt, one right after another. And somebody said that they need more body bags, and that's how it stuck.
Yeah,
of course,
it was Brian Mitchell's rookie year.
Yeah, it was his rookie year.
Brian Mitchell ended up being a return man for us for a long time,
he
right?
played for the Eagles. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick, but you are their private business network they call the Legacy Club. Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. And anyway, the difficulty, the degree of difficulty for the questions, that's not the point. We just want to give away a gift certificate to Capt'n Chucky's, right?
I thought it was hard.
Well, we got people that got it wrong. We got people that say Chuck Bednarik.
Well, no, Chuck Bednarik they were responding to the most beloved Philly athlete. Somebody did say they thought it was when Randall got hurt,
got hurt.
Isn't correct.
That's incorrect.
Yeah. It's a good guess because it is injuries, but that wasn't correct. But everyone else did get it correct.
The body bag. And that Veteran Stadium was nuts. Did you ever get a chance to go to that stadium?
I did. When I was a kid, I went with the Boyds. They had season tickets. My quarterback from high school, and his dad used to take us. He was a famous basketball coach at Ocean City, Hall of Famer in New Jersey athletics. And but the last game I went to, I was turning pro. So this is like 2001, and my agent gave me tickets to watch Cincinnati play against the Eagles. So that was 99. When did the stadium change over?
I guess it was 2004,
2001.
Right? 2001?
I'll fact check for sure.
I think everybody else is fact check.
I think it was my last time in Vet Stadium, so I'm pretty sure it was still the Vet.
You know, they had Judge Seamus McCaffrey. They had a court because, you know, people were getting in trouble in the 700 level and everything. I'll never forget at one game, I think it was against the Titans. I can't remember who it was against, but anyway, I sat in section 1. I sat on the visiting side, about the 30-yard line, and I was about 20 rows up. So it was like a different. It wasn't strips. It was good. There were good seats. We were close to the field. Well, they were slinging T-shirts up at the end of the game, and I caught one, but I was so upset that the Eagles lost. I guess they lost in the last couple seconds or whatever. I caught the shirt. They were, you know, doing it in a slingshot into the stands. I caught it. I just turned around and threw it because I didn't want it. I was pissed, right? It hit a cheerleader in the head. They came after me, and they grabbed both me and my brother. And when they walked us up to the, concourse. Bobby, I said, break. Bobby went one way and I went the other way.
They didn't know who was who.
No, but then there was a bigger fight. Yeah.
Also,
then there was a bigger fight, and the cops went somewhere other direction.
Also, the link opened in 2002.
2002. All right, first hour is in the books. Hour 2, we're going to talk with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, live from Las Vegas. We're going to talk a lot of Eagles coming up in the second hour. And, of course, we're going to continue our trivia. We're going to come up with a better trivia question for a $25 gift certificate to Capt'n Chucky's in Seattle City. All that and more. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, producer Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Hey, this is Josh. I think we're getting ready to set up here over at the Resorts Casino Balls Out Block Party, 11:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Today is where you want to be. We're going to be out here giving away prizes, and there's going to be a one-of-a-kind eating contest, cheesesteak egg rolls, Joey Chestnut versus 4 of the top professional eaters on the planet going head-to-head. That's at 1 o'clock. But me, Josh Hennig, and 97.3 ESPN, we're going to be out here from 12 to 2 p.m. So come on out here, find out how you can win some prizes today. Resorts Casino, Atlantic City, the Balls Out Block Party. It's a boardwalk takeover. We'll see you out here, rain or shine. We are out here today with 97.3 ESPN.
East Coast Roofing and Siding, protecting what you love and own.
Hi, I'm Sean Steitler, owner and operator of East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. My father, Larry, founded this company almost 45 years ago with a pocket full of change and a prayer and a commitment to treat every customer as if they were his mother. I'm proud to announce that once again, East Coast is a Steitler-owned and operated company. To honor my father, Larry's legacy, we are doubling down on our commitment to putting our customers and community first. If you're in need of roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, please give us a call at 609-646-1444. That's 609-646-1444. Or visit us on the web at eastcoastroofing.com. And remember, if you'll call, we'll show up.
East Coast Roofing and Siding. Trust us with your family and home.
And paid for by Linear Marketing Group. Are you drowning in debt? Are you struggling to make minimum payments? Did you know that on average, a household with at least one credit card struggles with over $17,000 in credit card debt? If this sounds like you, know that it's not your fault. Credit card debt happens to good people. Credit card companies lure you in with low introductory rates and low minimum payments. Before you know it, you're in over your head. We've helped thousands of good people just like you become debt-free with our Debt Reset program that will dramatically reduce your debt down to a fraction of what you owe. Our Debt Reset program is customized to get you debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months with one low monthly payment. If you owe over $10,000 in credit card debt or even personal loans, Call 800-587-7251 now. There are no upfront fees or out-of-pocket expenses. You don't pay a dime until we succeed. Call now to see how the Debt Reset program can work for you. 800-587-7251. That's 800-587-7251. Again, 800-587-7251.
Good news, New Jersey. More residents are getting quality, affordable health coverage through Get Covered New Jersey. Established by Governor Murphy, Get Covered New Jersey offers increased plan choices and more savings than ever. If you recently had a life event such as marriage, pregnancy, or insurance loss, you may qualify to enroll now. 9 in 10 enrolling get financial help for plans that include preventive care, prescriptions, and more. And if you meet certain income levels, you may qualify for low to no-cost coverage. Find your plan at getcovered.nj.gov.
When you hear this,
They've got him again!
and this,
He scored!
and this,
Oh boy, what a move by Embiid!
you think of us. We are sports. 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a town square media station.
83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, and producing today is Andrew Leeds. And we're going to be really diving into the Eagles in the second hour here, as we always do. But coming up next, our favorite segment. Let's get our glasses on for our next guest. By the way, if you want, you can check us out on my website. Go to the lockerroombillyschwein.com. All right, scroll down. You have we're streaming live on my YouTube channel right there on my website. Check it out. And now we're going to go to the Toms River VW Sports Hotline, Toms River VW Sports Hotline, and welcome in our favorite guy every Saturday, the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan.
Hey, boys. You got the memo. Everybody's got the glasses on. Billy, don't put the glasses on because I know you can't see your phone. I don't want you to put the wrong bets in. What's up, boys? Good to see you.
Hey,
Billy,
Dave, listen, before we get
Andrew, great. I have a quick question. I don't mean to hijack the segment right away, Billy, but that intro gets me fired up every single week. And I hear you talk to Berube and every other people. And all these people say, welcome to the locker room, Billy. Good to see you, Billy. And then you talk about this being your favorite segment. I didn't even make the intro.
Well, you know
what the
funny?
hell's going on, Billy?
Dave, it's funny you should bring that up because people have told me I need to change because that my song, my introduction song, was made like 8 years ago, and people are after me to change it up because we've interviewed so many people since then, notable athletes, and of course we have the sports book every Saturday. We got to get you on. We got to get you on there. All right. Hey, by the way, Dave, just a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Did I ever send you the t-shirts, the locker room t-shirts? Did you ever get
No,
them?
Billy. No, Billy, you did not. You're very busy at the beach, although the beach is closed now. It's the end of September, so the tan's going to go away.
Yeah.
I
got to get you these shirts.
Picking up the bag myself. I might come find you.
Well, you're going to have to because every Sunday we're at the Tropicana with the Caesar Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. I got to tell you, Dave, I know that, that's you grew up in the book basically.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, the juice, the enthusiasm, all the TVs in the book. I mean, you're like right there in the middle of all the action.
It's true. That's been one of the benefits of being in Vegas for a couple decades now is that all these sports and all these things that happen, you feel like you're a part of it when you're in the book with all the noise and the TVs and the broadcasts. So you get to experience all the sports without the travel budget. That's always good. You always have action. That's always fun. So I get it. I'm trying to make the plans, Billy. I talked to the wife.
Well,
I said I gotta go see this guy, Billy.
I'll get you a buddy pass. One of my passes.
We're gonna work that out. I gotta get that cleared with the big boss. You understand? Like if I tell her I'm coming to see Billy,
you want me to write you a note?
Guy named Dave.
Should I write you a note? You want me to write you a note?
Andrew, I got to see Carlin and Josh.
Josh.
Yeah, like she doesn't.
I can write you a note. I am a teacher. I can write you a note.
I'm gonna need a note, Billy. I'm gonna need a note.
All right, Book. Since I got you here in a prone position.
Yes.
Take
the glasses off. I know you can't see.
I can't
see anything.
I can't see anything.
It was a valiant attempt.
It was a good effort, Dave.
Not
But he cannot see his phone at all. So no, take the glasses off.
Deion Sanders, is he not rejuvenated and like just turned on a whole country with college football? I mean, you see the celebrities that are going to that game today?
Yeah, that's a big deal. Listen, USC's a big brand. Colorado's a brand again. And Deion is responsible for it. I mean, he's doing it all over again. I remember when Deion played, I was just completely enthralled with admiration. I thought he was cool. I mean, my nickname in high school was Prime Time, so I kind of had a little bit of soft spot for him. I don't have a soft spot for him today, Billy. I think they're in trouble. No.
Well,
Billy,
it's the 22. I mean, right now I'm looking at my Caesars Sports app, and it's 22. The Buffaloes are getting 22. And my next question is, if they lose today, okay, and they get blown away like they did against Oregon, is the allure going to be gone? Is it gone? I mean, is it because he's like everybody wants to be a part of it?
Yeah.
If they lose, is it going to be as hyped?
The juice will be squeezed out of it, I think. So yeah, listen, the book puts out the 22 because they want you to go in there, Billy, and they want you to do it as part of your teaser that you like to do with the college football. Take all those points. I think USC writes their score today. This is Caleb Williams in front of a national audience. Now it's an early start, 9 a.m. out west, noon for you back east. This may catch them with a little bit of a slow first half. Colorado, if you want to play them maybe in the first half. Keep it close. But depth is going to be an issue. Hunter being out is going to be an issue. I don't think Colorado is going to score enough.
How about the over and under 73?
It's absurd. Now that speed limit, I call that a speed limit in a rural area. I mean, that's not even a speed limit in a city, 65, 75 in a rural area. I still think it's going to go under. I mean, but USC may put up a 50 burger, maybe 50 to 20, something like that. So 6 touchdowns minimum for USC. That's 42. The total's going to get hairy. I don't think Colorado's going to score enough to make this total go over.
We're talking with a sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can check him out on his Twitter account at
Sports BK Consig.
At Sports BK. I never messed that up.
Andrew, write it down for him, please.
I just got a tongue twister right there. I'm so excited to see. You know what I was actually thinking about? What you're wearing, because that's the next game I'm going to talk to you about.
I knew that.
But you can follow him on Twitter at Sports BK Consig. How about that? Billy. Did I say it right? All right.
Hey, the story in the story with the USC game is Jerry Rice's son is going to line up against Deion Sanders' son.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Wow, that is cool.
Right? Story in the story.
Wow.
Story in the
Bet
story.
on
That's
that
why I
one.
got him here. That's why I got Dave here.
Are they both starting, Dave? Are they
Yes.
both? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And Jerry Rice's son has 5 touchdowns already.
That's must-see TV right there.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Well, I'll be watching that along with this game, Penn State and Northwestern.
Penn State Barb, you're looking good. The Nittany Lions undefeated, right?
Undefeated against the spread. Now, that rarely happens for a whole season. The books kind of catch up with the number. If it was up to the books, if you play 12 games and we go 6-6, I think odds makers have done their job. Very rarely, good teams will go 9-3 against the spread. So you got to just make the number higher and higher and higher until people stop betting them. Billy, they're not stopping in betting. They're not stopping betting Penn State, even at 26.5 or 27. They keep laying it and they keep covering. I'm worried because a lot of guys that I respect, a lot of these rhombuses, parallelograms, the guys with the bag money, they're talking about taking the dog. This is the game that, on the road, Penn State goes in. The total's only 47. I haven't checked the weather yet. This might be one of those 31-10 games where Penn State wins, the game stays under. Never in doubt, but you may not cover the spread. So I wouldn't. I mean, if you're going to tease that, Billy, and I know you're looking for
I
a
love
teaser
those
early in
teasers.
the
He
morning,
knows me.
take Penn State down. Don't
Okay.
just take them down, and you can root for Penn State.
Another big game in the SEC, Georgia, Auburn. That's a big game. There's no love lost between those two schools.
No, and we talked about this a lot on Bostonian versus the book all week. Peralt lived in the South, spent some time in Alabama doing his show before we got together. He's a big SEC guy, and he thinks the dog is going to cover here. Even an outside shot at making this thing like competitive where it would win or lose. But this is where we dispute. I don't think Auburn's going to score enough points. It's chalky and it's road chalk, which I can't stand. The game's a total pass for me. But I think, Billy, if you're using it for the teaser, take Auburn up.
Okay, tease
You're
them up.
going to get a lot of points. You get over 20 points with the home team in the SEC against a Georgia team with an offense that's still trying to figure out how to score a lot of points. They play great defense, but that offense is questionable at best right now.
And, of course, another game that I'm going to watch, another SEC game, is LSU against the Ole Miss, the Rebels, and that's a close one, man.
That's one of the hardest games of the week. There's a lot of double-digit games this week, and you go through the slate, and you're like, what am I looking at? What am I doing? LSU, short number on the road, -2.5. It looks so easy because, Billy, it's not. I think Ole Miss can win the game. They looked so bad at Alabama.
Horrible, didn't they? I know.
Oh, they look terrible. So how can they possibly only be 2.5-point dogs to LSU? That's the question that everybody's asking. The book's going to need Ole Miss, no doubt. And I'm still a book guy by heart, by nature, and by trade. I think the dog side is Mississippi. I think they're live today.
We're talking with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, live from Las Vegas. Follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. And let's talk about the Eagles. What's your impression of this? One of three teams left now in the NFL, undefeated. But did you see the defensive line for the Eagles? I mean, this is Jalen Carter. He's the real deal.
I do shows all day, every day, all over the place. And I've been going on, and I'm not just telling you because I'm on here in an Eagle country. That is a physical football team on both sides of the ball. I'm so impressed the way they run the ball, stick to what they know, and do it. Then defensively, I mean, we talked about it on Cash Considerations with my guy Newbie, who's, the Philadelphia season ticket holder. He's coming back next week to go to Penn State and play UMass. He's been telling me nonstop, they're not changing. Now, it's a big number this week, Billy, against Washington. It's 9. And these, I don't know if you want to call them sharp because they keep betting against the Eagles. The line crashed on Monday against Tampa, and it was a snooze fest. There was no question. How many points is Washington going to score against that defense? I think their
quarterback's been sacked like 19 times, and you're going to play against the Eagles defense.
He's going to get hit a lot. I think you could probably bet the sack props over. Washington didn't score any points last week against Buffalo at home. What are they going to do? Go to Philadelphia? Like I said, I don't think they get more than 13. The Eagles definitely getting 24. That's enough to cover the spread, Billy.
But the over and under is 43. Like, isn't that a low for such a big spread? Isn't that a low number?
The NFL right now is really crazy with the totals. The first week they were 12-4 to the over. Second week, 13-3 to the under. I didn't do the totals last week. They were close to being even, 8-8, 9-7, something like that with a push. The numbers are coming down for teams like the Eagles who are running the ball and limiting possessions. So be careful with that over, Billy. I know you like to play the overs. Be careful with that. Be careful.
All right, Sportsbook Consigliere. Let's talk about real quick about the Philadelphia Phillies.
Baseball.
I know baseball. I mean, this team, Bryce Harper he's just on another planet. The guy, we were talking about it today in the beginning of the show. Like he's going to go down in Philadelphia sports lore as one of the best athletes of all time in Philadelphia. I mean, people love him. He says the right things. He walks the walk. He talks the talk. He does it all. He hits home runs with clutch. The guy's superhuman.
Billy, it was a check swing. Angel Hernandez, I don't know what he was doing. That was a check swing. He was absolutely right. He went down and told him. He told everybody. Then he went and flipped that helmet into the crowd. I loved it.
Is that unbelievable? That kid caught the helmet, and not only that, he comes out and signs it.
Was fantastic. You know, he gets it. Look, he's a Vegas kid. They love him here. We know, we've met the family. We're really good friends with the Stotts. Watched them play when he was a kid in the UNLV. I'm all in with the Phillies. I think they're the team in the National League that is best suited to beat the Braves. I really do. So looking at futures, Billy's, there's World Series exactas. I know it's not an immediate payoff for you, but you can find them World Series.
I like
exactas.
immediate gratification, Dave.
I know you do, Billy. You're listen. I know your clock is very short. You need it's 2 minutes tops for you. Attention span and everything else. If you know what I'm saying, 2 minutes. But the Phillies live to win the World Series. Look at those prices, Billy. Get them over the Orioles. Get them over the
Rangers,
the Rays, and get them over maybe Seattle. Seattle sneaky, maybe going to find their way in. So Phillies are live, Billy. Don't let anybody tell you they're not.
All right, there he is, the Sportsbook Consigliere. Dave, I'm going to do on Monday, you're going to get a white and you're going to get a green ESPN locker room shirt. How about that?
I will get it, wear it proudly, and tweet it out at Sports BK Consig and let everybody know that I'm in the locker room every Saturday at 8 o'clock.
Our favorite segment, there he is.
Put me in the intro.
There he is, Dave Sharapan on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Well, hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-29. I'm here to tell you about the Stanton Insurance Group. Get SIG protection. Are the what ifs keeping you up at night? Life is full of surprises, but with Stanton Insurance Group, you'll never be caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, business, Stanton will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price to give you and your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com. That's sigprotection.com for a free quote. SIGprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more talk in the locker room. Sports talk with Billy Schwein and Dave Klemic right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN.
Hi, Notre Dame fans. This is Super Bowl champion Ryan Harris. Join me, Paul Burmeister, and Tony Simeone this Saturday as Notre Dame hits the road to open their ACC schedule in Durham, North Carolina against the Duke Blue Devils right here on your home for Notre Dame football.
Listen this Saturday to Notre Dame football on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's football station. Coverage begins at 7:30.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine. I ask you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
The power's out at our house. Coffee table. But since my family has storm-ready Wi-Fi from Xfinity, they can stream and game like usual on all their devices all over the house. Oh, who moved the couch? So everybody stays connected while I just try to find a seat in the dark. Oh, cactus? Can I get a little help over here?
Yeah, bro. Just let me finish this boss battle.
Sure. Go ahead. Medic!
Now you can get fast, reliable internet on the Xfinity 10G network and get storm-ready Wi-Fi when you upgrade, so you can stay connected for up to 4 hours, even when the power goes out. Only from Xfinity. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Storm-ready Wi-Fi limited to customers within range of 4G LTE cellular signal. Speeds reduced to 30/7 megabits per second. Actual speeds vary. For more details, visit Xfinity.com/stormready.
The Balls Out Block Party featuring the Cheesesteak Egg Roll Bowl is on Saturday, September 30th at Resorts Casino Hotel. Witness the world's #1 professional eater, Joey Chestnut, as he competes for glory in Resort's first ever pro eating contest. The boardwalk will be active all day with a live band, beer stein hoisting contest, football toss challenge, and fun and games with 97.3 ESPN and more. The event is free, so head to the boardwalk and beach from 11:30 to 5:30 on Saturday, September 30th. Resorts Casino Hotel. One of a kind.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, producer Andrew Leeds today. And I want to tell people about Capt'n Chucky's is now in Sea Isle. Try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the pierogi kitchen, stock, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Visit Capt'n Chucky's, Seattle.com. Of course, the new hours are open now on Friday and Saturday. Go down and say hello to John and Kathy McCann down there at 4111 Landis Avenue to see all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is now available. That's Capt'n Chucky's and Seattle Crab with an attitude. And, of course, John McCann is giving us 2 $25 gift certificates to give to somebody that answers our trivia question. And the second hour trivia question is...
So the second hour trivia question is, who are the 3 starting Eagles quarterbacks who have also played for Washington at some point in their careers?
Great.
So name 3
starting quarterbacks that played for both
Eagles,
Washington and Philadelphia.
And we'll know if you Google this one.
Yeah.
We'll know.
We'll know.
No, we'll know if you Siri'd this one.
Oh, we'll know.
Yeah, we'll know.
So we got to, I love doing trivia, but it's like people can Google or Siri, you know what I mean?
Nah, we can get them on this one.
We get them on this one?
Yeah.
All right, 609-403-0973 is the text board. 609-403-0973 for a $25 gift certificate to Capt'n Chucky's in Sea Isle. Who are the 3 starting quarterbacks who have played for both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins / Commanders
football team,
all of them. 609-403-0973. Now let's get into some football talk, Dave Klemic. A lot is being made about this, the push or this the Philadelphia, what do they call it, the Philadelphia brotherly shove. What do you make of it?
All right, so I
can
do this.
Even Dick Vermeil, your good friend and head coach that you love, he doesn't like it.
So I think what I do for a living, I'm going to do a little sports science. Maybe this will be a segment that we do
because
from
you
now
do
on.
the Klemic performance method
performance
is your business, and you train kids.
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, and where we use athletic leverages, and we call or mechanical advantage.
Right.
So in this scrum that they make, they had a rugby guy come in and teach them how to do it, and that's what they teach how to use the human body. It's like all kinematics of the human body against a defense. Now, the major factor is that you have 11 on 11, right? So you have 11 on 11, and if that was the only factor, then it should be even.
Right.
However, you have the advantage of reaction time.
Because you know where you're going, right? You know where you're going. They don't.
Right. And then when the point of contact or point of attack is 50% of the way, and you're moving first, you meet them on their side of the point of attack,
Right.
meaning you, as long as your line is heavier than theirs, you should be able to move the line. So the reaction time, so the snap count means everything.
Right.
There's one other factor in there that the offense could still run a pass play. So they have to.
So they have to be on their toes, right? They have to be on their toes.
So the rule's going to have to change because they cannot win this battle.
Why do they got to change the rule? Because we do it the best, so they're going to outlaw it?
Yeah.
That's
well,
bull.
everyone else, if that one consultant goes to another team and teach them how to do it, and then it's a copycat league.
The only thing that I have problem with is when somebody like they push them from behind. Like Jalen Hurts, he squats like 600 pounds. 600 pounds. So he's got he doesn't need any help. But I don't. If they're going to change anything, maybe they should do that. Like you can't push the player.
I do think if the defensive player is not allowed to do it on the other side, especially because apparently the reason that the defensive player isn't allowed to do it is because they've been told it's like a health and safety concern.
That'd be like also that'd be the equivalent. That'd be the equivalent of like. If you ran up and jumped on the back of somebody to block a field goal or an extra point.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that rule. If the defense can't do it, then the offense can't do it.
Right.
Right. So that makes But
I don't like this outlawing stuff. You know what I mean?
Well,
I got to be honest with you. Like the shift in baseball. If you want to beat the shift, go the other way. Hit the ball the other way. It's like they're like, or lay a bunt down the third base line. It's small ball, but you could beat the shift if you're good enough. Well, the same thing with the quarterback sneak. It's been a part of the game forever.
Yeah, but they're going to look at it like from a viewership standpoint. If you're kicking field goals or extra points at 99.9999%, it's not fun anymore. Move it back.
Right.
So if you're hitting,
I like where I actually like where they move the extra point.
But if it's 4th and 1 and it's 99.99, you don't want to watch that anymore. It has to be more 50-50. So they're going to have to make the rules. So it's from a viewership standpoint.
I think,
you know what I mean?
I think what they would eliminate would be the shoving. From
behind.
I think that's the main thing that people want banned is not the QB sneak as a whole, but specifically the shoving aspect of it.
Yeah, because then what's the point of having 4th and 1? They just give it to me. Just give it. It's like there's no point.
Well, they did it with 2 yards. They did it. 2 yards is like a little bit too much.
They was 3rd down. They went 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And they're going to win. They're going to get it because there's just no point in doing it at 99.99% anymore. They'll have to create some kind of rule.
All right, 609-403-0973. We have a trivia question to qualify for a Captain Chucky's $25 gift certificate.
Yep.
Captain Chucky's in Seattle.
And it's a trivia question that has been answered.
Here we go.
Our first responder back was Jerry. He didn't say where he's from, but Jerry with the correct answer, which is Sonny Jurgensen, Donovan McNabb, and Carson Wentz. All three of those guys ended up in Washington at one point in their career.
Jerry's got it first. See, that's. I mean, I'm not saying Jerry Googled it or asked Siri, but how do we know?
Funnily,
we didn't know.
Jerry,
I just said that.
Hey, you know what, Jerry? You're still gonna get You're still gonna get your gift certificate, but just tell us whether. Be honest with you. Text us back.
The second person who texted in, Kevin Mayer, he did admit for Sonny Jurgensen he had to Google it.
All right,
he
so
said,
he's being honest.
He said Carson Wentz, Donovan McNabb, Sonny Jurgensen. Googled this one, but so we got somebody being honest.
Was it Kevin? Who just
the guy who got it in first was Jerry.
Jerry, text us back. Be honest with us. Did you Google or hit Siri?
It did take longer than last time. It wasn't an immediate correct. It took a good 2 minutes.
Of course, if Josh is listening, he's going to say that's a layup. He criticized my last question.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to make it impossible.
Yeah,
we got to get the answer now.
All right, I thought that safety that the Eagles had against Tampa Bay, I thought that was so cool. Did you see the offensive line just collapse? Like the push off the ball from Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Like they just crumbled. The Tampa Bay offensive line literally just crumbled. They went backwards.
Well, Nicholas Morrow, the linebacker who he got in,
right.
what he said is that the defensive coordinator, Sean Desai, he said, hey, we're not going to let him double team Jalen Carter, so we're going to run you on a stunt. And they decided, you know what, we're going to double team Jalen Carter anyway, which opened it right up for Nicholas Morrow to literally touch
like
the
a
running
back through a line. Like they opened up the line of scrimmage for him. Like they opened up a hole for him.
And that's the impact that Jalen Carter has, because they'd rather double Jalen Carter and leave that hole instead of just, one-on-one Jalen Carter.
Dave, Philadelphia ranks first in the NFL in rushing defense, allowing 48.3 yards per game. 48.3 yards per game. And Washington's coming into this game, and their quarterback has been sacked 19 times. The Eagles are going to have their ears pinned back. You know how that is.
And since it's a copycat league, they're going to see what's working against them, and they're going to double down on that, and they're going to set up for a lot more aggressive.
You can only do like really one double team on the offensive line, right? Okay, you know what I mean? The offensive line, you can only.
Then you're trying to set up one-on-one matchups outside, and then then it's a
Hassan Reddick just got his cast off his thumb, so he's gonna, he's actually this will be game 4. He didn't register any sacks in game 1 and game 2 last year, and then game 3 he opened up.
Yeah.
So in fairness to him, he's getting his cast off. I would imagine that he's gonna have more mobility, like to use his hands more, because their hands are a big part of
part,
right?
Yeah, because there's that pull and push that you got to get to create leverages, and he doesn't have that. Although he's still a presence there, he's not going to be able to be the one to make the play without using your hands a little bit. It's important.
I can't wait to see what he's like with the cast off and him at full speed.
Super productive last year. Remember how productive he was last year?
I just think it's so cool that you got Reddick, who's from South Jersey, Camden. He went to Hayden Heights. You got the St. Joe's guys on his team. It's so much. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, it's great for the fans, especially because there's all those kids from Philly who've been following. It's like Dave, watching the kids.
Well, when you real quick, you're from here. You grew up an Eagles fan, correct?
Oh, of course.
So when you went to obviously get in the NFL, you don't care who you're playing for. But was it weird putting on the red?
Heck yeah, I wanted to play for the Eagles, and even my grandfather was like, "You can't. You got to go with Coach Vermeil."
Can you imagine getting drafted by the Cowboys?
No,
No.
You're
not going to say no. Obviously, you're going to play. But
my friend Pete Hunter played for the Cowboys, and I made fun of him just for just for going. And he's from Atlantic City High School, and I was like, "Oh, you playing for the Cowboys? You should just quit." Like, he's like,
I don't want that paycheck.
Yeah, yeah, he would still do it.
Right.
But Jack Crawford from locally played for the Cowboys and stuff like that, and he actually kind of like gave that organization a little bit of. He told me it was a kind of like a. Jerry Jones is cheap to his players. He's really cheap to his players. Like their facilities were terrible. He was like, they had high school facilities.
Now it's a lot better.
Yeah, maybe now. Right.
Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's 609-927-2921. Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Camden County Board of Commissioners want me to tell you about the Made in Jersey Festival on Saturday, September 30th. That's today. It's a celebration of all things Jersey: food, music, produce, beer, wine, spirits, and more. So come on out to Wiggins Waterfront Park today from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. September 30th is today. Admission is free, so bring the whole family and enjoy live music from Jersey's own Living on a Bad Name and the B Street Band. The Made in Jersey Festival is presented by the Camden County Board of Commissioners and Visit South Jersey. For more information, visit madeinjerseyfest.com. That's madeinjerseyfest.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Dave Klemic on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 4, and the Eagles are back home hosting their NFC East rivals, the Washington Commanders.
He is in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at noon. Merrill and Mike call all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN. South Jersey's Eagles station. Brought to you by
Ocean Casino. Get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino this football season. GMS Law. Make the right call. Boardwalk Honda. Shop our lineup of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas online at boardwalkhonda.com. The Fan Zone at Sun Valley Pools. Unique fan gear and gifts for every fan of every team. Cape Regional Hospital. Your healthcare partner for a healthier life in Cape May County. Jersey Shore Federal Credit Union. Choose better banking. And South Jersey Gas.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, again and again. Call and again, again and again.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Pintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Our locally owned and operated small businesses are the heartbeat of our community, and the 97.3 ESPN South Jersey Industry Aces stand out as leaders in their fields, like Tomorrow's Wellness Center in Northfield. Men, let Tomorrow's Wellness Center help you rise to the occasion. Visit tomorrowswellnesscenter.com.
Now, more of the Room with Billy Schwein. Mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, and Andrew Leeds producing today. I want to remind people that tomorrow you got to come down to the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. That's where we'll be. We'll be broadcasting live as we do each and every Sunday throughout the football season. Of course, tomorrow's a 1:00 game. We're all hanging out. We're going to be hanging out, eating, having some fun, and cheering the Eagles on. 4-0. We need. You can't, like Dave, in the NFL. It could be the worst lopsided. The spread's 9, but it's the NFL, and on any given Sunday, these guys, how do they stay focused? They're human. They see the Commanders. They've given up 19 sacks, and their offensive line's probably the worst offensive line in the league. How hard is it to maintain that consistent, in the NFL? Because you're human.
Well, so
except for Bryce Harper, he's superhuman. But
I always will bring up a Coach Vermeil quote on every show if I can, because they're so good. Yeah. And one thing he said was, "You keep losing teams losing." So
you keep losing teams
losing.
Right.
And if you could follow that, and you keep the
what's
losing teams.
What's the other one? Give me the other one where he says your players know that they love doing it too. That's my favorite.
That's a great one. He says your players, they don't care what you know until they know that you care.
I love that.
Yeah.
They don't care until you know.
They don't care what you know till they know that you care. So he's not pulling out all those scientific stops with the book. He does the stats. He's not going to do that until you understand.
But keep losing teams losing.
Keep losing teams losing. Yeah, that was an easy one to make it to the playoffs. He's like, there's a way to get to the playoffs. There's an algorithm, and it's the first one is on the list. Keep losing teams losing.
Yeah.
So, DeAndre Swift, he gets another honor with Player of the Week again. 2 games in a row over 100 yards. He's the real deal. I mean, he's like a diamond in the rough. How do we get him? Like how he rose?
Because he was injury riddled, I think.
Is that what his
Yeah, and apparently the Lions coaching staff just never really fully trusted him.
Dave, how do you let that? I mean, they couldn't see what they had there.
I love how low he keeps his shoulder pads when he runs. I love how he runs.
And he's square.
He
runs north and south.
Runner in the NFL right now.
He's better between the tackles than we thought, right, Andrew?
Yeah, no, he's way better.
I mean, did you think he was going to be that good between the tackles?
I did not. Every time there's a hole, he seems to hit it perfectly. I mean, he's just running downfield. I didn't know just how strong he was. I mean, he'll be carrying 2 or 3 guys sometimes. Like, they cannot bring him down.
And he could catch the ball out of the backfield. That's his best attribute. And he just hasn't done it very much
we
yet.
haven't even needed it.
But that's his best attribute.
Yeah.
So. I just think the Eagles, I think everybody knew that the Eagles had potential to really be a solid defense. And I think that it's a work in progress. But from what we saw Monday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is overpowering. These guys are young. They're hungry. Like, did you see the way Jalen Carter punched that ball?
Oh, yeah, that was great.
I mean,
that was heads up.
That's a
football.
That's a headsy football.
That's
play.
a veteran football.
Yeah, that's not something you teach. So you have to have that from within.
That's not a guy playing as a rookie, just trying not to get cut, trying to. You know, that's a guy playing veteran football. I mean,
he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. He's playing angry.
You know what's cool too about the Eagles right now? Everyone's talking about the Miami Dolphins because of their offense. That offense is built for a very short term. The defense, the stout as we are, and how good we are at running the ball, and the potential. You know what's good. Jalen Hurts is going to pick up the passing game. Look at all the weapons we have. We're built for the long term. We're built for a long season.
Long haul.
Yeah. The Miami, as fast as they were, they had the 4 fastest people in the NFL right now.
Really?
By miles per hour. If you look by next gen stats,
right?
Their starting running back. I can't remember his name.
Mostert,
number 1, Achane, and also
Hill,
Tyreek Hill.
And
4 of
Waddle.
them. Yeah,
Waddle
4
also?
people hit the fastest miles per hour in the league this year off Miami.
Is that right?
Yep. But
Yeah,
they're all going to
sure
tweak their
I'll check.
hamstrings.
Yeah, right.
They're all going to be tired at the end of the season. You can't give those guys that many reps and stay healthy.
Dave, if you're
the way
if
that
you're-
Eagles play, yes, you
let
can.
me ask you about a hamstring because it's a soft tissue injury.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, they just luck. That's just if it pops or you pull it, it's just the luck of the draw. I mean, you got to be unlucky, right? Because people, you can lift weights, you can run and stretch and all that stuff, but if it's going to pop, it's going to pop. Why does it pop?
So the hamstring, you want to get really technical?
I do, 'cause
I don't want to get that technical.
No,
but-
you do-
so
I'm
the
interested.
hamstring's made up of 3 parts: the semitendinosus,
Why don't you go to
semimembranosus,
med
biceps
school? Why don't you
femoris.
go
I
to
know that's
med
what everybody
school?
says.
He talks like he's a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
that's
3
what
Call
major
you
muscles.
Dr. Love.
The 3 major muscles. There's typically the one that pulls is a biceps femoris on the outside.
Oh, is that
and
right?
That one is because the way your foot strikes the ground. It pulls mostly from that one muscle. So you have to do a lot of corrective work on that in the off season just to train it.
Because
to not
it
get
takes
hurt.
a long time for those things to heal.
Yeah,
right?
it's a nagging thing. With a receiver, it's the worst because they can run at low speeds. They have to be at high speeds the whole
Right.
time. They can't do it with a
Dave,
full
could
hamstring.
you be? Is it because you're too muscular? Like, is it why did like you tend to see people that are really like bulky, like not bulky, like upper body, like strong, muscular.
Yeah.
Those
One of
people
the-
seem like they push so hard they pop their.
Yeah, one of the major reasons why you pull a hamstring too is overuse.
Right.
So if you're overuse when a
Is that
long
right?
season, that's the main thing is overuse.
Well, why are they pulling him so early in the season? Even Sidney Brown, our guy, he's dealing with a.
Yeah, he's officially been ruled out.
He's been
for
ruled out.
tomorrow.
He's got a hamstring, and I'm like worried about him because he's playing defense and he's got to cover.
Yeah, it's going to happen when you pull your hamstring is when the pulling portion of the run becomes the key component of your
What can they do to heal?
Eccentric, like all lower, like slow lowering of the hamstring, like curls. You would do it on the lowering side. That's the type of stuff that heals stuff. Really slow eccentrics is what heals a muscle. But
and how about your boy? Britton Covey? He had a good game. Special teams. He had a break. He hit a 50.
Oh, great! He played great.
54-yard. Where is it? Here we go. 52-yard punt return. But he broke out and then he planted and went straight up the field. Like you get guys to over pursue, right? You want them to think that you're going outside and then cut back, and then the blockers can all be set up.
Yeah. So
that's an art.
Yeah, I play with the greatest. I'll call him the greatest. I play with Dante Hall, and he would say the setup is getting guys to be unpredictable. You're going to see predictive angles, and then you got to go against them. You got to go against or make a guy spin. He did that several times.
He did it perfectly.
And he was an All-American in college. So where was he at? Utah? I mean, he was All-American. He knows what he's doing, but he's like, I can't practice punt returning live. I listened to his interview, and he says it's not something you can practice in a live situation. You got to get your reps in the game. So his whole year last year was him getting reps. And this year he's starting to come on a little bit.
So did you have? Was there any doubt in your mind his ability?
I had a little bit.
So the only practices you get are in the game. At live speed.
Yeah. And this game's faster in the NFL, so live speeds. You're getting.
Because in practice when you punt, everybody kind of jogs down, and then he makes one cut, and then he stops running.
Yeah. So you got to catch it.
And last year was all like you're saying was all like prep for this year.
Yeah. So that's what he said.
Right.
Exactly. That's what Dante Hall said. His rookie year, he didn't do that. His second, third, fourth year, he got better and better and better at it.
What about Devin Allen?
I was so hyped.
He's your buddy.
He's not my buddy. I wish I did email him through ESPN to get him to come on the show. Not yet, so I'm still upset. But he's he got his playing time. I was very excited for him. Olympic hurdler.
So right now, this Eagles team, man, they're firing on all cylinders, even though they haven't played their best football. The first two games were like, everybody's concerned. Last week, it wasn't. I don't know.
They played good, but it wasn't like as electric as
it wasn't year. But they won 25-11, which is kind of a weird score.
Yeah, and to think about it, they ended the game on a 9-minute drive that just closed out the clock.
Keep the other team off the field. I mean, that's the best defense right there.
Yeah, well, they're going to play. All right, so no more excuses after this week. It's going to be the preseason is done.
Right.
All the practice is done.
I
think today that the Eagles are going to look, or not today, tomorrow. They're going to look perfect.
So
yeah, I mean, they got to keep a losing team losing.
Yeah, there you go, Dick Vermeil.
That's a way to the playoffs.
Keep a losing team losing. You can't take anybody for granted, not in the NFL, because it stands for not for long. If you're going to overlook people, you're not going to be up top. I think this team, they remain undefeated after the Commanders. By the way, they're trying to get that.
They might change the name again.
Yeah, they might change the name again.
They don't know if they're going to change it back or it's going to be a new name. But since there's a new owner, there have been talks about them changing the name.
I thought that was a term of endearment. Like I thought that was like if you're a Redskin, you're a warrior.
Well, I think I've listened to these. Everyone go, oh, I think we were honored. It was an honor to be.
A lot of there's a mix. There were,
but I could see the other side of it too. I could see both sides, but it wasn't coming from the Native Americans because they actually thought it was an honor. But then other people are the ones that chimed in and said, "Oh, this is wrong." We're like, I can see that point
you
too.
You can make some of the people happy some of the time, but you can't make everybody happy all the time.
I think that everyone can agree that Commanders is a pretty weak name.
It's weak.
They could come up with better if they're going to change it again.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey, just a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's 609-927-2921. They deliver. Give them a call. Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. And of course, I saw Ken Dunning sent you a message via Facebook. He's over in Paris, and I saw he commented on something.
Yeah, well, we met at a Ken Dunning event.
Right?
Yeah, at the Jersey Man,
He's a great
Philly
guy.
Man. He's a great guy. He took me out to lunch and
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
hey, we're gonna write an article about you
Yeah.
and what you've done with your business, and we love it. And it's neat. Coach Vermeil loves you, obviously.
Yeah.
And then we met at up in the Philly Live.
We were the Chickies and Pizza, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no, Philly Live.
Yeah,
That's
Philly
right.
Live.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we hung
yeah.
out there and we started rapping about this. And this is how this kind of came to be.
Yeah, man.
I used to see you guys on the boardwalk. I'd be walking down the boardwalk and I'd see you guys out front
Well,
of
people think it's just one person, you know that, because we're twins. And so if you see Bobby, he lives in Ocean City year round, so he's always on the boardwalk. And then when he's not there, I'm
well,
there.
no, when you and Ken were doing when you were doing a broadcast on the boardwalk,
campus,
yeah. And you're trying to walk by and like, get over here. I'll put you on the headphones.
All right, when we return, we'll wrap things up. You're listening to The Locker Room. And Dave Klemic right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's college football on the Gridiron Radio Network, and we're off to the Bluegrass as the Florida Gators come to Kentucky to take on the Wildcats. The Cats are looking to continue their two-game streak over Florida. The Gators will try to break that trend thanks to Trevor Etienne in the backfield. It's an SEC battle in a sea of blue. Florida at Kentucky this Saturday on the Gridiron Radio Network.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at noon.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Offices in Philadelphia, Radnor, and Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Michelle Ferrari, licensed in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Paid for by Cordell & Cordell.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Dave Klemic, Andrew Leeds producing. We have some winners today. Let's pick the winners. You already picked the winner, so let's read them off there, Andrew, who won a $25 gift certificate to Capt'n Chucky's in Sea Isle.
Yeah, so for our first hour trivia question, we had Joe Watts. He didn't say where he's from, but we'll reach out to him, who correctly guessed that it was the body bag game.
Okay.
And then for the second hour, our first response was from, I want to say Jerry. Yeah, Jerry.
Jerry, way to go. Jerry gave me that hat. It's a white Eagles hat. I think Jerome Brown he signed it. I think it was Jerome Brown. I still have it up in my man room. It's really cool.
You got one? You got a man room?
So
I want to see it.
Yeah, I got a man.
Oh, by the
I wanna see
way,
it.
Jerry did know it without having to Google, by the way.
Yeah. That's right. He said that's right. He was being honest. Yeah. I mean, you have
I
a
gotta
man.
check that out.
You have a man.
I had one until I got married. Yeah. Now it's
She took your
baby's
man
room.
card away from you?
Oh man, I had my jerseys hanging as soon as you walk in the house, the hallway, like the walking. I had all my jerseys.
She took
I had
that
a library.
put 'em in
Everything's
boxes
down.
and
Everything's
everything?
down. I don't even know where it is. It's in my gym now. Yeah.
All right, Klemic. We got about a minute or two left. Since you won't be with us tomorrow at the Tropicana as we broadcast live from Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. Tomorrow's the place to be with us at the Tropicana. Come on down. But what is your prediction for tomorrow?
All right, this one's going to be crazy and I said 34 every week. I always use 34, and I'm going to go, and you guys going to think whatever. 41-12. 41-12.
That's an interesting one.
Fine, I don't care. This is the game. We're going to click.
So
it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together. It's going to be a
12 because that's just an interesting number to come to.
Yeah,
But
12 is
I
my
like
number.
it.
They probably go try to go for 2, and
Exactly.
they're not going to be able to run against this.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
And they won't even be able to throw against.
Or
I think it's going to be a lot.
maybe they just get 4 field goals. Maybe we hold them out of the end zone.
The over and under is what, 43? Is it?
Yeah, I don't think they're scoring a touchdown. That's why I think it's going to be
So
all
that's
field goals.
Because the book said tease that one down, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a low scoring game for them. I don't see.
No, I'm having fun with saying that
Yeah,
we're going to kick
yeah,
their butt and
yeah.
kick their butt this game. Fine, I'm with it.
Keep losing teams losing.
Keep losing teams losing. That'll be this segment. Like that. That's the one thing you can remember.
Who's going to
from me
have
today.
who's a player to look for tomorrow, Dave Klemic, in your estimation?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
This is his game. He's ready. Now he's fully through the preseason and he's ready to go.
What do you think about the all the Bulldogs on the Eagles? Is that something that's pretty cool? I mean, we haven't really seen that ever before. I mean,
Yeah.
all players from the same school, like 7 or 8 guys now from Georgia.
Yeah, through the years, I mean, it's Alabama and Georgia, but Georgia has probably the better athletes.
Right.
They're just pure athletes in Georgia. Think about that.
Wow, man, it's already over.
Oh,
I can't believe that. Fastest 2 hours in radio right here.
Just go.
I want to thank Tommy Greene on the mound with Tommy Greene. Of course, the Phillies' first pitch, I believe, is at 4 o'clock. They get it in. Thanks to the Sportsbook Consigliere, Dave Sharapan from Las Vegas. Great job today, Andrew Leeds, producing.
Thank you, Billy.
As always, Dave Klemic, outstanding. You should be a doctor, not a radio host or the Klemic Performance Method.
Thanks
All
for
right,
the plug.
man. We'll broadcast tomorrow at the Tropicana. Come on down and join us for the Eagles game at the Caesars Sportsbook at the Tropicana, 10 a.m. to 12 noon tomorrow. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's go, Phillies.
The preceding program was paid for by the